An Edmonton man was found guilty Friday of strangling his mother to death with a rope. Keshroy Bristol, 21, was on trial for first-degree murder in the February 28, 2008, slaying of his mother, Beverly Parker, 49, who was found dead outside her home in the southeast Edmonton neighborhood of Mill Woods. But a jury found him guilty of the lesser charge of second-degree murder in a verdict delivered at 8:20 p.m. Second-degree murder convictions carry an automatic life sentence.
Edmonton 911. Hello. My mom was supposed to go home at 11 o'clock, and we just came outside to see what happened. She was like laying in the snow, and it doesn't look like she's breathing.
Okay, I'm going to connect you with the ambulance, all right?
Is she conscious?
No.
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay, sir, I have help on the way.
Because maybe she was like in the parking lot in her car or something.
And I went and I opened the door just to look around to see if she was coming. And I saw a shadow to the side. I opened the door and I saw that she was face down. And at the time my brother was sleeping.
And I guess he went outside and she was outside in the snow. And then he called me, and then I called Jason.
When I woke up, my brother's girlfriend Dal was yelling and saying no one was stuck in the snow. And I thought she was like stuck in her car or something. So I got my shoes on, and my brother was walking in and he was like, he had this look on his face, like something had happened.
Do you know if she has any health issues?
I know she has a really high blood pressure. And her family has a lot of, what's it called? Like, they have a really long history of like stroke and heart attack.
My brother and his girlfriend have a daughter together, and their daughter lives with me and my mom and my brother, and she was just visiting.
Did she die?
That's what I was told, yes. Who in this relation is this person to you?
She's nobody.
She's nobody?
Yeah, I remember seeing this baby. I remember her mom.
That's why I thought it was odd when you mentioned that she meant nothing to you.
She doesn't like me. Well, didn't like me.
Keshroy was in a relationship without me for 3 years, and they even had a child together. However, Keshroy's mother, Beverly, didn't approve of this relationship and desperately wanted her son to gain full custody of their grandchild. This is because she didn't believe that Dummy was fit to be a mother, and she was very vocal about both of their parenting skills.
She calls every like 20 minutes to check on Mercedes.
She calls you every 20 minutes?
She calls him.
Is there a reason why she calls every 20 minutes?
She just, I don't know, she's kind of a control freak.
At this point, detectives were not quite sure if this was the homicide investigation because the autopsy report still hadn't come back. So, all of them were sent home by immediately brought back a few hours later when the autopsy report eventually came back. The detectives would now tell them that Beverly was indeed murdered and that she didn't die of natural causes. This is done to see their reaction and analyze their response.
Did they tell you why we need to bring it back?
Well,
Some of it come to light since the last time we spoke. They did an autopsy on your mom.
yeah.
Okay, and your mom's been strangled. It's a murder investigation. She didn't die of a heart attack or natural causes or anything. Someone strangled her. Now we need to know what the heck was going on there last night. Have you told me everything honestly and truthfully earlier?
Yes.
You go upstairs to sleep. The next thing you hear is your brother's girlfriend waking you up. Yeah. Does she come right up to your room or what? No, she's yelling from the stairs saying, Jonathan, come downstairs, your mom's talking to us.
I'll leave you guys here. I'll just close the door so you have some privacy.
Johnson was sent home because detectives were convinced that he had nothing to do with the murder. Cash, Roy, and Domi would now be the main suspects and were placed in a room to be monitored.
No, that's right.
Keshroy, can you come with me? I'll talk to you in this room. There'll be someone right in here. Thank you. Hi, you're Del? Hi, Del. My name's Peter. Did I just wake you up? Sorry.
Okay, she did not die of a heart attack. Okay.
She was murdered. Right? And that's why. So this is no longer just a simple around her neck.
I had no idea until there was like no more movement.
I have to tell you, you are going to be charged with murder.
I know that.
All right?
It's exactly what I deserve. It's my fault.
But it's not just your fault.
All right? It's just my fault. If I never met her, never spoke with her, I would never actually have such thoughts on my mind. She just went on to she was dead. She didn't want her in her life. I honestly don't know how it came to me and I'm doing it. She told me to make sure that I had protection to cover my arm in case there's a struggle or anything. And to make sure I had gloves.
So did you change your clothes or do anything like that?
And the sweater was black. And then she just told me that in order to make it seem like we didn't do anything, we have to get my brother to come downstairs to say he found her mom.
So he had no idea what was going on?
No, he had no idea what was going on.
Okay.
I told her that my mom's all in her life.
What did she say?
She smiled.
Foreign detectives had everything they needed to know from Keshroy. However, they still needed to get a confession from Dummy, who was still maintaining her innocence.
So obviously some things have changed. You suggested to him that things would be a lot easier if his mother was dead. So he's given us a full confession. Why would he drag you into this?
Maybe
If you didn't have involvement.
maybe he's not.
Could he have misunderstood what you were saying?
Misunderstood what? That she's a bitch?
He told you.
No, he didn't.
He told you. He came down into the basement with the murder weapon. You watched him hide it. You watched him hide the gloves he wore. You told him to wear a long sleeve shirt. Did you say, if I were going to do something like that, I would wear a long sleeve shirt?
No, I would never say go put on a black shirt or a long sleeve shirt.
She's just stumbled on the wet black and was close to revealing actual things that had happened that night, but she stopped herself immediately. And after hours of questioning, she did not confess or give away information that could directly incriminate her.